and they're getting all
It looks
sorts
pretty
of weird.
cool. That's a nice cosmetic.
He looks Invoker-esque. I feel like he's like Invoker cosplaying as a Batten. That's what I see.
Dude, there's some pretty cool sets for Ab. I'm just looking at Enveloping Despair. He's got like a Reaper's hood.
I thought you'd be more excited about the moose that Puppy is riding in this game.
Oh, I mean, I just naturally assume that anyone with a brain is using the moose. Like, let's be honest. I got that thing equipped. You know it.
I think I'm using the unicorn on Coddle.
Oh, that one's pretty good too.
I'm a unicorn kind of guy, Trent. I don't know if but
Abba has got some of the strangest cosmetics. Like, his mounts. Some of them are really weird looking. Like, there's one from 2014 called Soul Hoof. I highly encourage any of you to Google that one.
Soul Hoof?
Soul Hoof. Yeah, great name, though. Kind of funny looking. Feels like the pixels didn't quite come across the same way they used to in 2014.
You fought and died.
Someone say OD Pixel?
That guy's gotten even better since 2014.
He sure has. Okay. Game number 2, bud.
Whatever happened to yeet? Do the kids say yeet anymore? That was a good word.
Yeet?
Are we out on yeet?
I don't know.
I think
stopped,
yeet's gone.
I haven't heard somebody say yeet in a long time, but I'm not gonna lie.
Ah, I was a big fan of the yeeting.
30 seconds to
You know, we don't have any tinies in the game anymore, though. That's the thing. Tiny got nerfed and the yeet went away. He was yeeting people all over the map.
I feel like Tiny is one of the most overbuffed and then underbuffed heroes in Dota. Like, he goes through these phases where he's so stupidly strong and then completely ignored and then so stupidly strong.
I know. The one, they just had one in the series before this one. That was the first one I'd seen in forever.
Down bottom, little battle over the rune spawn. ILTW gets pushed back. He'll be all right. Let's take some damage.
All right. So again, we have... I don't understand this. We have a Dragon Knight who's going to be getting healed up in lane.
What?
I'm very curious what Solo's logic is on this thing.
Yeah, there must be something about Warlock that we're missing, because my definition from everyone I talked to was just all about, no, you don't leave the box. You're just enabling someone who would get dumpstered either way. When I see DK picked, I'm like, oh, wow, a laner that can kind of hold his own between Dragon Breath and Dragon Blood, or Breathe Fire, rather.
You know, in that regard, Abba's also a very good counter against Warlock in the laning phase. It's not even just like this whole game time with the Aphotic Shield, but the way that Warlock tries to like heal people up over time and keep them in lane, like Abba just does it for free, right? It's not like Abba's expending any resources when he's just like tagging up, because it's so hard for heroes to trade versus the Abba. They're not going to be coming out on top in that exchange. They're going to block each other's camps here. The Absolor fakes the body block over here, but in reality, he has an Observer Ward. So now Solo's not going to sentry that.
Very smart. The mind games begin. So how's our mid matchup? This time, much better for no one out of the gate. Nisha struggling in these first couple of waves. 7-4 compared to the 2-0 Necrophos.
Yeah, he had like an 8 or 9 damage edge at the start of the last matchup with the Storm Spirit, and now it's gone the other way, where there's a bit of an advantage here. 3.
Well, no, Blightstone, though.
But then all the treants. Yes, and Blightstone.
Yeah. And then up top, Matsu actually pressured pretty hard. Axe, very annoying in these early levels with Battle Hunger. A stupidly good level 1 spell.
Axe is another one of these big like polarizing heroes where it's so hard to read how well his lane's going to go, because it's not only dependent on just like the hero and the heroes he's playing against, but it comes down to the way the player wants to abuse the creep cut, when they want a creep cut versus like how much they want to just keep diving the tower with Battle Hunger. Because there is a balance there, right? Because once you start creep cutting, you're just giving all of the creeps to the enemy carry. And even if you're gaining more by getting the whole wave as well as a creep camp, hard carries tend to do more with gold than offlaners, so that trade isn't necessarily that amazing for you.
Exactly, especially now with lanes having so much emphasis. I think before you could maybe legitimize it with the way the rubber band mechanic was set up. Like, yeah, we're going to give him free farm for 5 or 10 minutes, but Axe is going to get his blink, and then we're going to go really aggressive, and we're going to reclaim all that momentum that we gave him. That's a really risky proposition, given our current patch.
Yeah, that's for sure. Comebacks ain't the thing.
Yeah, you're much more likely to win if you just play it steady, go for the denies, play the lane like normal, and try to prevent that free farm.
Puppy tried something kind of sneaky there. You can almost do a stack and pull at the same time when you have a hero as fast as Coddle. He was like one step away from getting the right click that would have done it. I don't know if I've seen that one achieved in a long time.
That's some value time.
Yeah, seriously, that's crazy. If you could do that consistently, that would be so huge as a support player. Because you wouldn't have to preset or anything, and he will use the raid or the melee creep following him to keep the wave under his tower. Pretty good. ILTW's courier though goes down holding the soul ring. So Yapsor with the snag while he was just pulling the wave.
Well, that's quite a nice win. Still kind of focused on up top. It looks like Rezo is going to start cutting the wave here just around the 4-minute mark. Of course, Puppy quite aware of what's happening and trying to slow him down as best he can. Does snipe a deny there. And Rezo taking a lot of damage, does pop that salve, and will get away with this.
Still on the run here, trying to keep that salve going for as long as he can.
Under attack. Dire's
Turn
top
back
tower
on the
is
Puppy.
under attack.
Wants that next wave. Man, Puppy's getting a lot of denies though. Getting 3 now.
And now Troll happily last hitting under tower. Zayat's pump faking the stroke.
They have level 2 stroke and the Inkswell, so not able to sync up for a turn though, and Puppy's just not scared.
Another salve used by the Axe. A glance at net worth here. He's getting a lot of last hits, but
oh, the courier.
Dire's courier
okay, well, that helps a little. I was gonna say this doesn't feel particularly worth it for Rezo. He is killing creeps, but you're giving Troll space, and he's burning through a lot of regen. Now Zayat, he's gonna have to put the Inkswell on himself. Matu just barely outranges it. Very nice. Now I'm gonna try to chase him down with the ranged axes. Does connect. Drops the salve, but it gets interrupted, and first blood is secured onto Puppy. Brilliant play. No one from across the map. Great time to drop the ulti, though Matu does get the counter kill in deep, looking for a bounty rune. If you were dead anyway, this helps make it somewhat worth it.
Oh, jeez.
Almost missed it there. That was
that would have been bad. Missing the shift Q. Gotta check that shift key there, buddy.
This is
so I like the idea, though. I think I called the troll by accident, but Matsu making the most out of a lost situation there.
And then no one comes back to lane with the 16 bonus damage. I think he just got buffed again, right? Can't remember if it got buffed or nerfed, but
Nisha going for the big scythe play on the no one. Is he gonna actually survive? He does. Thanks to the help of Yapsor. That was a close call. They also get the courier. Or no, was that his courier?
That was Nisha's courier, yeah.
Okay, so that's another courier down. Keeping VP afloat in terms of net worth, these couriers.
Yeah, Solo now gets some free XP mid, though, which every Warlock loves. Thank you very much, he says.
Runes did go 3 for secret, also. Now up top, Zayats again. Forced to use the Inkswell on himself and not going to make a lick of difference. Still gets brought down. On the other side, no one battling it out with Matumba Man. Does break through the trees. No one does have a TP, but not the teleportation spell. Gets netted, and I think he's going to be out of options here. Old Yappy hanging on to that telekinesis. Another sprout.
Oh, another courier.
Fail. Oh, that's Yapsor's courier this time. Okay. Dude, this is where we need that layer. Like, how much gold have they gotten from couriers? I think
Yeah,
it's kind
it feels
of
like a lot.
They've killed, what, 4 couriers now?
At least. I mean, they also got LTWs down bottom too, so there've been a few lost on the Radiant as well. This is good though. They got the experience advantage on the DK, and they're pressuring the tower while the Abba's still level 5. So at least there's some Zai's life, and they are bringing everyone in.
Big rotation, and they are going to be able to bring down Zai. No borrowed time. Puppy on the run. Actually, going to survive as he rides that moose back to safety.
This is with the catapult way. Oh yeah.
This
easy tower. Do you keep going, guys? Nah, half duration. Nah, they're not that fast.
It's only 7 minutes. Let's not get crazy.
The D push isn't that great unless Puppy shows up, and even Puppy's only level 1.
But Trent, they buffed tier 2 towers now. All right, you can't just run into a tier 2 tower in 8 minutes. You're crazy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They need some auras on those creeps to help out at that point.
But it's a great first DK ult. That's pretty close to great. Nisha has completely recovered from that slow start in the mid.
I'd like Solo to get that outpost.
Rezo. Oh no, Rezo. He has been surrounded by enemies. And the stroke not going to be enough as he gets caught by the scythe of the Reaper. You know, I know we talked about this before, Trent, but I love that Necro's going for Guardians. I love it. We've talked about the efficiency of treads on Necro. One of the best tread carriers because you can swap around the Death Pulse, but Guardian Greaves are also so good on this hero. Having a big heal and a cleanse up top.
They're just too good this game.
Yep, we'll see a dive onto Puppy, and
now your treat.
Am I oh, okay. I lagged out for a second. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, he got the kill. I was wondering, I was like, yes,
just like,
he's very dead.
I was like, are they waiting for the blind to expire? What the hell's going on here? All right, now the real fight breaks out. Nisha is stunned up thanks to the Dragon Knight. LTW might be able to help secure this kill, and does. It's no one. Now on a killing spree as they get much needed kill on the Necro. 5 heroes from VP in the top lane.
Currently, they own both outposts secret though, and Rezo is taking note of that. He should be cutting this, taking that.
Top tower has fallen.
He's already cut the tree. At least one of them. He's cut another one, I guess. He might be trying to just say like, okay, I'm gonna wait to take it, you know. Guess that's his play. Please do not miss out on this. It's already been pinged.
Bottom tower is under attack.
LTW's got it. Rezo can't be bothered though. He just goes back to the creepway.
So 6-5, nice little net worth lead for VP, but not quite running away with it yet.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And now that bottom tower goes down, so that levels out the tower gold a little bit. 3-1. Double damage on Nisha. Could see a team fight break out here in this tier 1 mid.
5 seconds.
LTW presses forward, does not have an Elder Dragon form. Warlock ultimately down. They want Nisha, and they might just get him. They've got the damage.
Oh man, that grim stroke. Big save with the Phantom's Embrace. He was ready to whip out that scythe on the LTW, and he would have been quite dead.
Always scary with Necro when he finds that kill. The reset for the regen. Things get hinky. I did just misspeak. It's 2-1 tower. Soon to be 3-1 if VP keep this pressure up. GK ult in about 10 seconds. So I don't think they'll need it. Deny, not secured. Noble effort from Puppy. P
So
doing
the
a good
Warlock
job
is
putting the
successful.
pressure on.
It's kind of like the brain dead tower push, right? It just
Yeah.
makes it very
Radiant's
easy.
bottom tower
It's
is
one of
under
the
attack.
easiest, like, guaranteed support 5 ultis to have a big impact during a team fight, which is something that position 5s for the most part are missing these days. Like, the best ones are probably Coddle, Silencer, and Warlock.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Might be a few others missing in there, but in terms of the big 5-mans,
It's like some of the other big ones, like even Wyvern, I would argue, is quite a bit harder compared to those ones because they are just like flat, you know, slap it down in giant AoE. You don't even have to like target somebody.
the AoE for Golem is much bigger than the Winter Wyvern ult. They have to be really... It looks easy when you see it in pro games, but it's hard to get those 4-hero Wyvern ults unless they're really on top of each other. But I like the idea of the Warlock in this game, less for the lane, but more, hey, we're going to be doing a lot of 5-man. If we push these towers, it'll force Secret to group up, and then we can actually get value out of this Warlock ult. Compared to last game, where it was hard to find those opportunities outside of just the, oh shit, I'm going to drop this to try to save my teammates sort of mentality, which never feels as good.
Rezo's getting away with a lot up here. He's just been like farming in the dire jungle. Pro players talk about that a lot. This idea of like farming in enemy territory. It's just insanely valuable for your teammates. Even if you feed a couple times, like you're not only drawing their attention over there, you're taking away potential gold and farming space for the enemy team while creating so much space for your own allies. However, in terms of farming, Matsu getting this big ancient stack. Very nice to side Team Secret.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to catch up, though. He is well behind. Like, these 3 Secret cores are very poor compared to the DK and the Nature's Prophet.
Do you like the idea of the troll to skip the Battle Fury? It looks like S and Y probably going to be the choice for Matsu.
How good's Battle Fury this game?
It's scary against all this push. You could definitely look at this lineup and go, all right, they're going to knock us down and cripple our map control before you even have the Battle Fury and can accelerate. We're going to need you to team fight with us a little bit, Matsu.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to wait it out for a Battle Fury at this point. Definitely seems a little dangerous.
He's still farming okay. He's #1 on net worth for the Dire. And
This is a dagger reveal on Rezo.
Scanning.
They have very good heroes for it. Like, they're just ready to fight, right? They have the ulti. Oh, nice scan from Team Secret. Perfectly predicts their movement.
Dude. Not only the movement, but like the timing of it. That was perfect.
I wonder if it was a courier. So I see some dire wards in there too and some couriers flying around. Guys, don't send your couriers after your team when you're smoking. That's like my biggest pet peeve right now in Dota.
I see that in pubs all the time.
Like, stop doing it. The smoke doesn't work if there's a courier flying on top of you guys that's not smoked.
Couriers, dude. And the other way, you know, if you're trying to anticipate movements, look at where couriers are flying. That can often reveal where people are or where
Radiant's
they've
top
been.
tower is under attack.
I mean, that's exactly what Puppy's pinging right now. He says that courier's heading towards Roche, guys. Are they Roshing? I don't know. Now I see another one going north, guys, on this board. I guess they're up top.
Yep. Zai still has not leveled Borrowed Time. He is holding on to some skill points. And I'm going to opt to use him here. Although he is surrounded by 4. And not going to help out so much. However, Puppy does kill Solo's courier. So not for nothing.
That I am surprised by that he went for that. That felt like the whole point was that exact scenario where thinking, all right, this isn't worth it. There's 5 heroes and no one's rotating to me. But then he takes the point anyway. I think he would have died if he didn't ult. I think that ult taking away that last right click saved his life. Meanwhile, mid lane.
Golem comes down. So does the fattest Ignis Puppy. It will just
Puppy
turned on.
If Nisha lives here. Oh my,
Does.
did you see that? He blinding lighted the golem that was Inkswell the second it was exploding. That was insane.
All right.
Dude, that was actually so good. Oh man, old man Puppy, you still got it.
He's still got it indeed. Now Rezo jumps in. He's got the ink swell, tries to knock it back again, but Yapsor gets chopped down. Nisha does have a mech. Good team fight tool for Secret. Golem manages to survive, but just barely. Now VP have to decide what they want to do here, and
Rezo's
no one
hungry.
gets out.
It's like, I got the blink dagger. I'm going. Apparently, he's going back to his territory that he owns.
The dire jungle.
Pretty much. That's where he's living.
Radiant are scanning.
Now we're going for the Basher on Matsu.
So it's not an S and Y. He just went for the Y.
Yeah, I think he'll probably end up going back for it because I don't think Mantis is very good this game, unless I'm not thinking. Like, I just assume that he's going to be getting the Abba Dispel. Maybe he wants his own Dispel.
There's no Orchid on the Prophet this game either, so.
No. I mean, Manta's not terrible, but I really like the status resistance would be my main thought.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they've got plenty of disable this game. Basher on Troll. It is a great item. Obviously, it adds to his lockdown and gives him the stats that he wants. Now Zai get caught again. Borrowed time. TP out. What a madman. He lives.
Some KP and Ava strats. Rezo's on
VP
the
are
hunt.
still struggling to run away with it. It's still only a 1K net worth lead.
And it feels like they've kind of been running the show for a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Like 9 to 5, it feels like Secret are playing more defensive, but they're doing a great job dodging the fight. So they're only taking these little skirmishes if it's under a tower, when they start with some sort of like get numbers advantage or something. They're not letting VP just run this down. It's pretty impressive how they're pushing out lanes, but also dodging fights at the same time.
And this often winds up being like a Roche situation then, where like that's the only way to actually force the engagement from the enemy team. The other way would be a tier 3, and they're pinging.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They're saying, guys, I don't want to stop right now. I want this thing to go high ground.
I mean,
How strong are they? What auras do we have? I mean, do they have any auras? I don't think they do, right? They haven't bought a single aura item. That is very unusual.
No hood. I mean, they will have a spirit vessel soon on the stroke, but not yet. ILCW just goes straight in. They're going to try to chain stun Nisha. Down comes the golem, but also the ult from Coddle. Nisha has already used the Greaves. Oh, misses the dunk. And now this could turn sour for VP. They didn't find any of those kills, and there's still a Reaper.
Stolen Soulbind with a faithful.
They destroy Solo, and now the site also gets no one. It's 2 dead for VP. The other side, TP out from Grimstroke, and I think that's all they're going to get. But of course, VP were the aggressors there. They do virtually no damage to the tier 3, and they don't even get a single kill. That is like brutal.
Dude, the Absol did 2,000. He did as much damage as the Necrophos there with the Soulbind and the double Fade Bolt. That is brutal.
I thought we were going to see a double Reaper Scythe for a second.
That looked like the play you would do if this was a mech Nature's Prophet after the Blade Mail or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why? That seems really risky to go high ground like that with no real saves or auras or anything.
Like, not even a Vlad's? It's odd.
It's just so hard to like take high ground like that, and now you're losing that big prize. Like, you should have been aiming for this. I feel like as Virtus Pro, like this was the fight that would have been way more in your favor. But now you've lost out on your big ultis.
Well, we'll see. They're moving to the pit like they want to test. Both teams lacking the big ultimates.
It's all on Rezo.
Might be really easier for Secret. Rezo jumps in, gets a 3-hero call. Follow up Inkswell, but where's the damage? Rezo now being repelled. Nisha trying to box him out as best he can. It is now a 5v5 as the Prophet TP's in and Secret not feeling confident. Will start to back out of the pit, maybe hoping that VP will jump in.
Yeah, Secret only have 30 seconds to will list, whereas the Golem is a lot further away.
Reaper Scythe also coming up in about 25. They'll jump in on the ILTW. DK's down. That's a big kill. No buyback available. Out comes the Grimstroke ult, but it gets pushed back the other way by the Rubik. And now no one and Zayat stuck together. Not in the spot they want to be. Blinding Light actually helped no one a little bit. Sprout not going to be enough, and it is a disaster for Virtus Pro around the pit. Well done by Team Secret.
Yeah, perfect. Like the tide there, man. Ebb and flowing back out of the Roche pit. Let them swell on in and then collapse. On
Dude,
the
Rubik,
the
though.
DK, you know?
Back-to-back fights where he gets soul blind. That is devastating.
I think he still had it. He cast it and then he stole something else right after.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But yeah, pretty brutal.
Radiant structures
Either
are
way,
fortified.
tough stuff. You're already seeing that DK. It kind of feels like he's that wall a little bit. You know, he starts really strong in the lane, and he's just not as scary now. The Dragon Blood is kind of meh. You got this Heaven's Halberd, which is
Is
great
there anything
utility.
scary about a safe laner that rushes Halberd?
No, I guess not. And it's like, yeah, now
That's a Tusker.
now he's going back for Shadow Blade, and it's like, I get why you need it. This build still feels all over the place. We'll see no one down bottom. A Tumba Man could be in trouble. Does have the Aegis. No ulti for 10. Now Zaya is here. He's going to help out his buddy, and they're going to go in on the Rezo. Zayat hits him with a stroke. No one's already TP'd out. Both sides starting to reinforce, but it's VP with superior numbers. Zai does not have that ulti, and he might get put down here. They drop the Golem to boot.
No one's going to lose it.
That's going to be the end of the Aegis. Stolen Golem at the Yapsor, though. Now that green Golem putting in the damage as the Troll comes back. They want Zaya heads. Nisha's also here. Does have Greaves and an ulti. Initiation from Rezo, but is it going to make a difference? He takes the scythe. They've got the damage, and Nisha will find another. It's Aegis for 2, and it's not over yet. Solo not going to be able to make it out. He gets brought down. Another big fight for Secret. Yapsor with the steals.
Man, I actually thought that looked good. I said no one's gonna lose. I meant to say Matu. Yeah, Matu, like losing that Aegis, kind of not that early on, I guess. But I don't know. I thought that was gonna look all right for them, but just way too many reinforcements coming in
Radiant's bottom tower
from the
is
side
under
of Team Secret. Now they're gonna take that outpost back too,
Radiant
and just cement their position down here with no Roche up top. There's no ulterior objectives for the side of Virtus Pro to take.
Radiant's bottom tower is
So
under
they'll easily claim this tower. And now they can start laying down vision here across this whole line to try and slowly sink in Virtus Pro. And they do not have heroes that are built to scale at the moment. Probably the best one would be the Nature's Prophet because he has the Maelstrom set up. But yeah, getting back out on the map right now for Rezo and LTW is going to be pretty difficult, I feel.
And speaking of auras, Secret actually have a couple. Zai's going aura build. He's got Vlad's and Helm of the Dominator. Got the Guardian Greaves out on Necro already, who's also going for the Aghanims. Thoughts on the Necro Aghanims? I think this is another one that when we first saw this change implemented, we thought it wasn't that great. Increases the Heart Stopper aura.
It's busted with the Ghost Shroud.
While Ghost Shroud's active. Yeah, and it also
It's like-
reduces the Ghost Shroud cooldown to 10 seconds.
Yeah, if it's a good Ghost Shroud game, it's pretty crazy. Because I've seen it with the Spell Prism too. So when the downtime is something crazy. I can't remember, but it's very low.
Yeah, the duration's 4.5 seconds, so probably gets it pretty close to maximum uptime there.
Yeah, because it goes. There's another.
Dyers are scanning.
Oh yeah, you get the slow bonus too at level 15. That's the other part that's so good about it. So the shroud just becomes this like really obnoxious thing to try and play around.
Well, not too far away.
So it goes. Yeah. So the scepter cooldown is 10 seconds, and then if you get the prism, it goes down to what is it, 8 seconds, right? And then it's up for 5.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's that's all right.
More than 50%. Zayat's on the Grimstroke. Also thinking about an Aghanims. Still pretty far away. But
Oh, that's a very good one. Yeah, he needs to rush that.
pretty good.
That should be a big priority for them.
Yeah, you had to go for the Spirit Vessel first. Obviously a great item, but we'll slow down that timing. Matu, not going to find him.
Unfortunately, it is a troll. Even though he's an agi carry, he buys a lot of damage items. Whereas you love those heroes that buy the pure agi items, like the Terror Blades.
This troll build shaping up to be pretty scary. To go back to that SNY and now Satanic up next on the chopping block.
Look at that slow on no one.
No
dude.
one.
Crazy. 50% slow.
Wow, look at that. VP just back out. They were going to show off that DK Shadow Blade. Little time left on the DK ult with an Arcane Rune. And they just say, nope. Ejector seat.
And Poppy's going to get one's up top too, so now it's another 3 bounty runes for Secret and only 1 for Virtus Pro. So 90 times 5. It's 450 times 3. Quite a bit more experience for Team Secret.
Yes. There is.
I think it's 1350 if my math doesn't fail me. But you know, I am North American.
Well, 3K net worth lead for Secret. Not a huge amount.
Zai accidentally grabbed the little one. And then he pinged it. Grabbed the giant wolf instead of the alpha wolf.
Radiant's
Does the little one give you
is under attack.
anything?
No, it doesn't do anything.
It's just a wolf. It's just a pet.
he just missed. He really is playing WoW. This is the WoW skin.
Yeah, dude.
I just like, he just follows me.
I like what the Absol did there. He just dropped the golem because it was about to expire and said, guys, why don't we just push towers with our 6th hero here? He can
Save my wolf.
damage. Young Wolfie. Lymeria. Yeah, those giant wolves are ugly too. What's up with its forehead?
Think about how much more damage they would have if he had the alpha wolf.
Well, dare I say roughly, what is it, 30%?
I'm not even sure what happened to the alpha wolf after. I don't know if someone killed it. It was definitely still there when I looked.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, back we go. We'll chip damage on that tier 3. Gets down to about half HP. A VP need to make a play though. This is starting to feel like the slow bleed where they need to either smoke, they need to catch something. You've got these 2 tier 2s remaining that aren't super easy to push, but you got to break up this momentum because right now this is Secret's game. Feels
I mean,
like
they are 5, and they're
firmly in
correctly pinging
control.
where they are. Like, I actually think you want Secret punched up like this because you have it. Well, maybe not 5, but you know, you take 3 heroes perhaps, but you want to find that Shadow Blade initiation and try and get that good setup. Oh, that's a nice item. The telescope. Feels like it's really good to have on your team if you're a Necrophos for the scythe.
Hell yeah, it does.
And they're gonna hand it right over to the Absol.
Oh, they find Zayats. Matsu smacks him with a bash and a nice easy kill.
All spider legs to the Radiant. Another item Necrophos would want.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
But his opponents will have it instead.
Secret tightening the noose, it feels. Blink Dagger now on this Rubik, as if he weren't already scary enough with Aether Lens and Boots of Travel.
And Zai has sent his Ogre Frost Mage to the pit as well, just as a scout.
All right.
Because they're pushing that bottom lane, so obviously very far removed from the Roach pit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ogre Ward.
Dire's bottom tower
There's the glyph. This is one of the great things about the troll. When you're the damage dealer and also front liner, like they don't really want to initiate on you. And you have a supporting cast like this with a Necro, an Abba, and a Rubik to back him up, even the Coddle ult. They can bait with that troll in the front line all day.
What are we gonna do? So they clear the wave and then they just push. It looks like no one had cut the wave in behind. So this is what's opening up this big smoke. Now there's no pressure there. Gonna miss on the first scan. We'll see if they just immediately... Okay, that means they went up the middle. As that would have been an amazing call for Rezo if he had the vision. He could kind of see. I think that ward just came in a second too late.
I mean, look at this though. VP are smoked up. They're trying to find this opening, but
Nisha knows.
an amazing target. They will find the Rubik. Okay, they do get the kill on Yapsor. He's one of the easier targets to bring down.
Dire's
Gonna need
top
more than
tower
that, though.
is under attack.
And the Roach is a long one. There's still another 2 minutes and 15 seconds until it's gonna spawn. They might get baited into checking it though. Yeah, they're sending a creep back now, the Treant. And oh, do we get a battle in the pit? Well. Easy 200 gold.
See you later, Frost Mage.
Nerd.
But again, they don't even really get to pressure this tier 2. DK took a couple of shots at it.
Oh, they went top though. It's okay.
They'll get this tier 2
This is
top.
pretty good. All off with just a Rubik pick without expending anything. Like just DK for him. I'm very okay with that.
Yeah.
As long as the golems are dropped, you know.
Yeah,
And I think that's a win.
DK ult coming up before Roche spawns. Okay. I'm very nervous for VP right now. I still feel like Secret just 5 versus 5 have a lot more options. Silver Edge now on the DK. Breaking the fervor is kind of cool if you can initiate on the troll. Silver Edge to break Arcane Supremacy. Thoughts?
Boom. There it is. That's clearly who they were after.
I still don't get this Silver Edge shit though, dude. I need somebody to educate me on why this item is worth it. What are you breaking here? Is it straight up
just
because he wants
fervor?
this
I mean,
stat?
there's some decent things to break.
Yeah.
Radiant are
But,
scanning.
you know, there's nothing insane.
We'll see if it comes into play. I just feel like Silver Edge is overpriced unless you're really breaking something crazy. Like if people aren't even buying it against Bristleback.
Maybe they can chain, stun, and
Although,
silence the Abba.
is it the counter to Necro Eggs in some ways? Because you stop the Heartstopper aura, so it doesn't do extra
No.
damage?
Nah, the counter to the Necro Ags is Dispel.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. Like, what? If it's just for fervor, I question the investment.
I'm sure it's... I think people just like the upgrade. You know, it's the same slot. It's more stats.
So you're telling me you'd rather upgrade your invisibility than get a BKB on DK?
No, well, no. I'm just telling you what he's doing.
Well, I can see that. I'm questioning it. It's just odd. You know, I get it at a certain point. You just upgrade it because, yeah, it's a slot thing. But
Yeah, I agree. I'm not even that much of a hater of it. I just legitimately don't really understand the investment cost.
yeah, it's not
That's what
cheap.
you mean, right?
Yes, exactly. It's not cheap.
Yeah, it's like I legitimately just want to know. Like, Because I agree, I don't really get it either. It seems way too pricey to me.
I'd rather have the BKB faster, given the current
Yeah,
state.
he would have his
of this
BKB
game.
right now.
100%. They drop the Coddle ult though, and H goes down. That'll be in the hands of the Troll. It's a pretty easy Roche. Now VP looking for an angle, and they're gonna spread out. Maybe no one gets caught. He's got a BKB, so he'll be okay for now. And the TP home.
Oh,
They
that's
let it
because
go.
Matu chased south instead. So he wasn't there with the basher.
That was good recognition from no one because he knows that it's not a completely safe BKB TP. But Troll was out of there, so
It's like mostly safe.
yeah.
Troll's getting real scary though, dude. He's got the full Satanic now and working on the MKB. So he's got the survivability and soon to have the damage. The high
Double
ground
Yules
go.
as well versus Rezo. Rezo's life just got so much harder.
Puppy. Oh, interesting TP from no one across the other way.
He's Glimmer.
Taunted though. Yeah. Whoa! Dusted.
got
Puppy's
that.
still gonna fall.
Too good.
But making some space. That was a 2-on-1. Puppy gonna buy back. And now Matsu at the enemy base finishes off this tier 3 tower. Now going in on the barracks. No glyph available for the Radiant.
Puppy doesn't even have a TP. He has to run. He can't even TP to the outpost.
Well,
Radiant's bottom
Rack's down.
has fallen.
I don't know. That was pretty good from Puppy. It's like he dies, but you completely stop the threat of that counter push. And then 4v3 at the base. This is looking pretty good for Secret. They get the bash on the axe. Grimstroke ult does come down.
Puppy's here! From the west, the white
New kill Yapsor. Yapsor gonna buy back. No one. BKB about to expire, but Rezo with another nice cut. I don't think VP have the damage to sustain through this. Nisha getting down low, but he'll eat the cheese. Now Matsu on the front line, still just tanking the tower, holding the Aegis. Okay, able to walk away thanks to the Shadow Blade. Couple of buybacks used now. Actually, 2 on the side of Secret. Only Rezo used his for VP.
And Yapsor is still holding the spell steal. He's waiting for something. Can't find anything he wants. And they do have the Will-O-Wisp back now. Man, that was so funny. Puppy ran the whole way there and then he Yules up the DK to give Nisha enough time to cheese.
Uh-oh, Matsu, is this going to be the Aegis? Yes, indeed. The Kala ult's there, Reaper's Sight, that's a dive back now for Rezo. Into the DK, still some time on the Silver Edge, gets a Glimmer Cape. The DK pretty tanky at this point. Don't forget the Heaven Halberd is in the mix, but they'll knock him back. They're trying to keep him on the low ground. Silent stuff, and they've got the damage. No buyback on the DK either. It is now a 5v3 for over 60 seconds. They'll pull no one down to the low ground. Brilliant telekinesis. No buyback on him either, and this very well could be the end of the game, Trent. The tier 2 up the top is still pretty healthy.
They're calling it.
That's it, GG. All right.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Another pretty quick series here as Secret take it 2-0.
Man, jeez, our series started on schedule 45 minutes ago, and it's already done. This was, I was expecting the nice 3-game brouhaha, you know? I don't know. I wanted something good, but